Hello, this is Dr. Mercy with All Mercy Psychiatry and Integrative Care. How are you all doing? I want to continue with our A to Z series on mental health topics. Last week we started with anxiety. I want to throw more light into that. We talked about anxiety and we combated it with affirmation. Many people have reached out to me with many questions. By the way, if you want to reach out, you can always email mercy at allmercypic.com, or you can call us 682-376-6776 with all your questions. We will return your call if we don't pick up immediately. Okay, now to throw more light into those questions, commonly asked questions that I received. Anxiety is different from anxiety disorder, and not all anxiety is bad. Sometimes you're preparing for a wedding, you get anxious. What will the turnout be? How will the food taste? Will people be comfortable? It is an outdoor wedding. Is it going to rain? All those kind of questions make you anxious because you try to prepare more. You have a big project at work or in school, you start getting anxious. How is it going to look like? Am I going to succeed? You have an interview for a job, you get anxious. You're giving birth to a child, you get anxious. Am I going to survive the process? Is the child going to be healthy? So all this, at one point in life, we have all experienced some kind of anxiety. Now, I think this is the good anxiety because it makes you to prepare more. It pushes you. When you start wondering about your project, it makes you to go back and look at that project and study more and see how you can do your best. When you're worrying about maybe a wedding or something, you plan better, you get the experts involved. When you're worried about how am I going to treat this person, you go and do more research and see what will work for this person. That is the good part of anxiety, the one that motivates you to get more prepared, the one that motivates you to get ready. Now, I also talked about affirmation last week. Remind yourself who you are. Do not give up to the anxiety. Now, those affirmations need to be backed up with actions. That is another word to combat the anxiety. Affirmation plus action. Another anxiety that people ask a lot is, what is anxiety disorder? Now, I said everyone has been anxious, but not everyone has had anxiety disorder. Anxiety disorder is when all the symptoms of anxiety that we discussed in the last video, all the symptoms of anxiety becomes repetitive, becomes so frequent that it incapacitates you, it limits your ability to function, it affects your behavior. It becomes so excessive that it disturbs or it interrupts with your quality of life. And it happens for a long period of time. That may be anxiety disorder. Talk to your experts. That may be anxiety disorder. That would be the kind of anxiety that cripples you, that stops you from getting to your next step. While the other kind of anxiety gets you motivated, gets you into action, gets you to say, oh, I'm scared. How do I not get scared? Let me prepare more. Let me study more. Let me do more research. This other kind becomes so frequent that you're not even able to study. Sometimes you're not even able to sit still. It becomes a dysfunction because it interrupts with your quality of life, with your day-to-day activities, with your brain. You cannot even sleep. Now, this may be anxiety disorder. Talk to the experts and follow the advice, all the recommendations, not just the affirmation. Put some actions behind the affirmations so that you can get better. I hope that touches a little bit on anxiety and anxiety disorder. See you soon this week again. We'll continue the series A to Z on mental health issues. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.